Today, we're going to tackle an issue that's been a thorn in the side of so many practice owners and administrators: hiring. And not only hiring, but hiring your dream team. Let me guess, you've said it before, maybe even this week. It's so hard to find good help these days. It's a sentiment we hear constantly, and one that can feel incredibly frustrating. Staffing challenges can lead to burnout, inefficiencies, and even affect patient care. But here's the thing. What if we could shift that narrative? What if, instead of lamenting how difficult hiring is, we focused on building a high-performance dream team? Welcome to Medical Money Matters, the podcast where you can find experts, answers, and resources so that you can achieve mastery over the financial and business aspects of your practice. Hello, everyone. I'm your host, Jill Arena. I began my career in accounting and finance, and I have more than 30 years of experience running medical groups. I own and operate a national healthcare consulting and revenue cycle company, and I am the author of Physician Heal Thy Financial Self. In 2020, I co-founded the Physician Leadership Project, and my passion is to increase financial and business literacy for physicians. Episode 112. From Frustration to Fulfillment, Building Your Practice's Dream Team. Welcome to the Medical Money Matters podcast, where we delve into the financial and operational challenges of running a medical practice, and more importantly, how to overcome them. Today, we're going to tackle an issue that's been a thorn in the side of so many practice owners and administrators: hiring. And not only hiring, but hiring your dream team. Let me guess, you've said it before, maybe even this week. It's so hard to find good help these days. It's a sentiment we hear constantly, and one that can feel incredibly frustrating. Staffing challenges can lead to burnout, inefficiencies, and even affect patient care. But here's the thing. What if we could shift that narrative? What if, instead of lamenting how difficult hiring is, we focused on building a high-performance dream team? Imagine a team that's skilled, motivated, and aligned with your practice's mission. A team that not only reduces your stress, but elevates your practice's reputation and makes your patients feel cared for in every interaction. That's the goal we're aiming for today. By the end of this episode, you'll have a roadmap to take recruiting to the next level, overcome common obstacles, and start building a team that's more than just functional, it's exceptional. Let's start by talking about why building a dream team matters so much. When we think about the success of a medical practice, we often focus on patient care, financial management, or growth strategies. And while these are critical, they all hinge on one thing: the people who make up your team. A dream team isn't just a group of competent individuals. It's a cohesive unit where each person understands their role, performs it with excellence, and contributes to a culture of collaboration and respect. When you have that, the benefits are transformative. First, there's the immediate impact on patient care. Patients notice when staff are engaged, knowledgeable, and happy. It shows in the way phones are answered, the way they're greeted at the front desk, and how smoothly their visits are handled, and how service recovery happens when things don't go as planned. A strong team enhances the patient experience, which boosts satisfaction and retention. Then there's the impact on your practice's reputation. Word-of-mouth referrals are powerful in healthcare. When patients feel they're in capable and caring hands, they'll talk about it. And let's not forget your staff themselves. Happy employees are your best ambassadors, and they stay in a place where they are happy. Finally, there's the effect on your own peace of mind. A high-performance team reduces your workload, minimizes fires that need putting out, and allows you to focus on leading and growing your practice rather than constantly managing crises. But building that kind of team doesn't happen by accident. Unfortunately, many practices are stuck in a cycle of underpaying staff, dealing with high turnover, and rushing to fill vacancies with the first available candidate. This approach leads to chronic staffing challenges and can ultimately cost more in the long run. One of the biggest issues is compensation. Medical practices often underpay their staff compared to what those employees could earn in other industries or even other healthcare settings. And while it might feel like you're saving money by offering lower wages, the reality is that underpaying can actually cost you more. Think about it this way. When you underpay, you often end up needing more people to get the job done. Lower pay tends to attract less experienced candidates who may require more oversight, training, or time just to perform their tasks. This not only increases your payroll expenses, but also leads to inefficiencies that ripple throughout the practice. On top of that, turnover costs add up. Every time you lose an employee, you're spending time and money on recruitment, interviews, onboarding, and training. It's a hidden cost, but a significant one. We just have a hard time measuring it. Estimates range from $5,000 to $100,000 of expense, depending on which position is turning over. Let's work on eliminating as much of that as possible. So what's the solution? It starts with rethinking your approach to compensation. Paying a competitive or even slightly above average wage can save you money in the long run by attracting highly performing individuals who are more efficient, engaged, and loyal. It also sends a clear message. You value your team and are willing to invest in them. As we've mentioned in previous episodes, check out the MIT Living Wage Calculator online. It has data by county and divides statistics into categories for households with a single person working, with 2 adults, and with 2 adults working, along with options for how many children they are supporting. Starting with a commitment to pay a living wage will go a long way to getting you your dream team. But compensation is just one piece of the puzzle. To truly take recruiting to the next level, you need a strategic approach that ensures you're not just hiring warm bodies, but building a team that aligns with your practice's mission and values. You're listening to Medical Money Matters, a weekly podcast brought to you by Healthy Practices, a healthcare consulting and revenue cycle company dedicated to keeping our clients independent. Please reach out if we can do anything at all to support your practice. You can find more information online at healtheps.com. That's www.healtheps.com. Please follow or subscribe to get all future episodes downloaded as soon as they are released. It starts with defining clear roles and expectations. A detailed job description isn't just a list of tasks, it's a roadmap for success. Be specific about responsibilities, qualifications, and the skills you're looking for. Highlight opportunities for growth and emphasize your practice's culture and values. This will help you attract candidates who are not only qualified, but also excited about contributing to your vision. Next, it's time to get proactive with recruitment. Too often, hiring is a reactive process that starts only when a position becomes vacant. Instead, think of recruitment as an ongoing effort. Use job boards and professional networks, but don't stop there. Leverage social media to showcase your practice's culture and engage with potential candidates. Offer referral bonuses to current staff who recommend great hires. And consider partnering with local schools or training programs to create a pipeline for entry-level positions. And think about running at a slightly overstaffed level. This way, there is always coverage for vacations, other time off, and unplanned absences. Everyone can breathe a little easier. And for those days that you're fully staffed, you can keep a list of long-term projects or cleanup tasks that the extra person can handle. When you're ready to interview candidates, focus on more than just technical skills. Behavioral interview questions can help you assess cultural fit and problem-solving abilities. For example, you might ask, "Tell me about a time when you had to handle a difficult patient situation. How did you approach it?" This gives you insight into how candidates think on their feet and how they align with your practice's values. Once you've made the hire, onboarding and training are critical to setting new employees up for success. A structured onboarding program that introduces them to your team, systems, and expectations can make a huge difference in how quickly they become productive. Pair new hires with mentors, offer ongoing training, and create opportunities for growth. When employees feel supported and see a future with your practice, they're more likely to stay and thrive. Most practices have a very disorganized and short-lived training program, which winds up being a little more like sink or swim. Not terribly welcoming and not likely to create a great first impression. We recommend that you have a very structured program with a schedule for the first 2 weeks of your new team members' orientation at a minimum. It should outline clearly what they'll be doing, what their learning objectives are for that time. Once they're complete, there should be a check-in to assure knowledge capture and a plan to review things if they didn't quite get it the first time. Please remember, people have very different learning styles, so be sure to structure your training to accommodate for that. But building a dream team isn't just about who you hire, it's about the culture you create. A high-performance team thrives in an environment of respect, collaboration, and growth. As we reviewed in episodes 22 and 27, encourage open communication and create a feedback loop where employees feel heard. Recognize and reward great performance, whether it's through formal incentives or simple expressions of gratitude. Professional development is another key factor. Offering certifications, training programs, or opportunities to take on new challenges shows employees that you're invested in their growth. And whenever possible, promote from within. This not only motivates your team, but also saves you the cost and effort of recruiting externally. Team cohesion is equally important. Organize team building activities, celebrate milestones together, and address conflicts proactively. A cohesive team works more efficiently and creates a positive atmosphere that patients will notice and appreciate. Put simply, a team that has fun together stays together. So what does all of this add up to? A dream team that drives your practice forward in every way. Patients will notice the difference in care, your reputation will soar, and you'll see the financial benefits of higher productivity and lower turnover. And perhaps most importantly, you'll experience a sense of relief and fulfillment as a leader. Knowing you have a capable, motivated team in place allows you to focus on the big picture rather than constantly putting out fires. If you're feeling overwhelmed by the idea of revamping your hiring process, remember that small steps can lead to big changes. Start by evaluating your current approach. Are your job descriptions clear? Are you offering competitive pay? Is your onboarding process setting employees up for success? From there, take action. Update your compensation structure, refine your recruitment strategy, or invest in training programs. And if you need help, don't hesitate to seek support from experts who specialize in practice management and hiring strategies. Thanks for joining me today on the Medical Money Matters podcast. I hope this discussion has inspired you to take your recruiting efforts to the next level and start building the dream team your practice deserves. If you've had success or struggles with hiring, we'd love to hear your story. Feel free to reach out or connect with us at Healthy Practices. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast so you don't miss our next episode, where we'll dive into another topic designed to help your practice thrive. Until then, take care and keep building your vision of success. Front Office Revenue Cycle Education, an in-depth course on the impact your front desk has on your clinic's bottom line. This online, on-demand 2-hour course is led by seasoned revenue cycle experts who will teach your front office staff the importance of obtaining accurate patient demographic information, how to effectively collect money at the front desk, and their impact on the life cycle of an insurance claim. Available now online for $195 per person at www.healtheps.com under Courses and Force. Enroll your front office staff and watch your denials go away.